About a month after my husband and I split up, I went to a networking event in Manhattan, and I saw this cute guy, and I was, single or almost single. So I was trying to chat him up, but it turned out he was dating Dale, who had organized the event. So we went over to talk to Dale, and they had both been divorced for about 2 years and met after. And I said, I had just gotten separated. And Dale said, divorce is really awful. It's just awful. Well, she said it like this. She's like hanging on this guy with this, she has this long hair, and she's like, divorce is awful. It's just terrible. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You're smiling like you just won the lottery. And she's like, no, it's really awful. And I'm thinking, if only my divorce is as awful as that. But what I realized is that what Dale was talking about, and what a lot of people are talking about when they say divorce is so bad, is the transition, right? The transition from being part of a couple to being on your own. And there's an emotional transition too, really accepting that this marriage you had wanted is ending, this life you had imagined for yourself is ending. But no one gets divorced for the transition, right? Nobody says, my marriage is making me really miserable. I think I'll move out of the house that I love and live on half my income, and that will make me happy. Like, that's not why you get divorced. People, you go through the transition so that you can build a life you love on the other side. So how do you get through this transition? All transitions are difficult, but divorce has some, it throws some real curveballs. So I decided that what I needed was principles, a set of principles. Principles are like guideposts that you can hang on to in trying times. Principles are a set of practices or beliefs that remind you of who you want to be at your best and the life that you want to create on the other side. You want a way to remind yourself of where you're going, right? So my idea is a set of principles can really help you reconnect with your higher self. I think about it also like this. Courage researchers talk about courage as it's not being afraid, right? Courage is about being afraid and going forward anyway. And one way that people do that is keeping their eyes on where they're going. Don't be so focused on like, oh, we have to go to the lawyer, or I have to sell my house. But those things matter, but you want to keep bringing your attention back to where you're going. And so a set of principles can help. So I'll tell you about my 7 principles at another time.